Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday is a powerful exploration of how ego, our tendency towards self-importance, can hinder personal growth, damage relationships, and ultimately derail success. Divided into 3 sections: aspire, success, and failure, the book uses real-life examples from history, literature, and philosophy to illustrate how ego infiltrates every stage of our lives. Introduction. Defining ego. He suggests that society often praises traits like self-confidence and ambition but ignores the negative side of these traits: arrogance, entitlement, and self-delusion. Ego distorts reality, encouraging us to seek validation, fame, or power without the accompanying work. In Ego is the Enemy, Holiday argues that true success and fulfillment come from humility, self-awareness, and a commitment to lifelong learning, contrasting sharply with ego-driven pursuits of attention and approval. Part 1, Aspire. In Aspire, Holiday discusses the beginning of any significant journey, whether it's a career, personal goal, or creative pursuit. This stage is where people often aspire to make a mark, but ego can be a major obstacle. Those who are driven by ego tend to seek admiration, become impatient with the process, and focus on short-term success. Holiday warns against focusing on fame or validation during this stage and instead emphasizes patience, humility, and a dedication to learning. Key lessons in aspiration. 1. Silencing the ego. Holiday explains that those who learn to silence their egos at this stage can focus on the process rather than obsessing over external rewards. 2. The canvas strategy. One of the book's main concepts, the canvas strategy, encourages people to help others by clearing the path for them, showing how service and humility create valuable relationships and experiences. 3. Aligning with a higher purpose. Holiday emphasizes the importance of having a goal beyond one's own fame or recognition. 3. By connecting our work to a higher purpose, ego loses its grip, allowing the work to be driven by passion and genuine commitment rather than self-centered motives. Historical example. Figures like William Tecumseh Sherman and John Boyd represent the traits Holiday advocates. Sherman avoided fame, focusing on his military career without seeking personal glory, while Boyd's philosophy of to be or to do underscores the choice between true accomplishment and shallow recognition. Part 2. Success. Holiday argues that ego becomes particularly dangerous at the height of success. When people achieve their goals, they are more likely to let ego inflate, growing overconfident, and even complacent. This can cause them to disregard constructive feedback, ignore ongoing self-improvement, and distance themselves from the qualities that helped them succeed initially. Key lessons in success. 1. Staying humble. Holiday advises that staying grounded and open to feedback is crucial, no matter how high one rises. 1. Self-discipline should remain a priority, even when success is achieved, as arrogance and complacency lead to a decline in effectiveness. 2. Cultivating self-discipline. Success can create a false sense of security, so Holiday encourages readers to maintain the same work ethic, resilience, and adaptability that helped them succeed. 3. The importance of mentorship. Holiday highlights the value of mentors who can offer honest and often difficult feedback. Historical example. The book illustrates the dangers of success with the example of Howard Hughes, whose isolation and arrogance led to a significant decline. On the other hand, Genghis Khan, despite his conquests, stayed humble and grounded, which helped him maintain his empire effectively. Part 3. Failure. Ego is perhaps most destructive when we face failure, as it blinds us to learning opportunities and forces us to externalize blame, deny responsibility, or avoid accountability. Holiday argues that failure, though painful, is an opportunity for growth and reflection if approached with humility. Key lessons in failure. 1. Accepting responsibility. Taking ownership of one's failures is a critical step toward improvement. 1. Rather than blaming others, individuals must look inward and consider what they could have done differently. 2. Learning from failure. While ego may prompt people to ignore or avoid their mistakes, humility encourages growth by embracing failures as teachers rather than sources of shame. 2. Each setback becomes a stepping stone for further growth. 3. Resilience through humility. Holiday suggests that those who can embrace failure without letting it crush them are resilient. 3. They learn from setbacks, avoid bitterness, and emerge stronger and more insightful, while those ruled by ego often repeat their mistakes. Historical example: Amelia Earhart accepted criticism and failure as part of her journey, allowing her to grow and pursue her passion despite significant setbacks. Her story highlights the importance of resilience and learning from failure. Long-term strategies to manage ego. Holiday concludes the book by discussing the lasting benefits of mastering ego. He emphasizes that by focusing on humility, self-awareness, and mindfulness, people can prevent ego from derailing their lives. Key strategies. 1. Continuous learning. Recognize that you don't know everything, and can always improve. 1. This attitude keeps one open to growth and prevents arrogance. 2. Mindfulness and reflection. Regularly examine your motivations and ensure that ego is not dictating your actions. 2. Reflection helps maintain clarity and purpose. 3. Service to others. Cultivating an attitude of service and gratitude helps to focus on contributions beyond self-gain. 3. By shifting the emphasis from I to we, ego has less control over our actions. Conclusion: ego is the enemy. Ultimately teaches that our biggest obstacle is often within ourselves. By understanding and managing ego, we can pursue meaningful success, build authentic relationships, and create a purposeful life. Ryan Holiday's book reminds us that greatness is rooted not in self-importance, but in the humility, discipline, and resilience that come from continual self-improvement.